Hello and welcome to In Conversation with Gorillaz. My name is Mr. Jam and this is presented by Telecom Electronic Beats. Now we are here at the YouTube space in London with 2D and Murdoc. 2D, Murdoc, thank you for joining me.
Hey,
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, cool.
Good to see you.
Yeah, shut up, 2D.
Well, listen, guys, please, no fighting.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
I didn't know. No.
He gets excited. It's like Tourette's. He gets like a Tourette's when he does interviews.
I can understand that. I get similar when I'm asking questions, which is why I've got them in front of me here. I've got a load of questions to get through and not that much time. So let's start.
All right.
Let's start with this. Now,
Yeah.
did you ever think that you would end up here?
What, in the studio?
Yeah.
Well, we only found out about it today, so
Okay.
He's the problem.
I'm not the problem. You're the problem.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not.
no, you answer the man's question.
I mean, is this where you expected to end up when you first started this years ago?
Well, it's you can't really say, but it's it's been an incredible journey, and these people have been in my wake for so many years. They seem to have them as permanent companions and producing such beautiful music.
We didn't really have a choice at first. I mean, I was kidnapped by Murdoc, so
That's a bit strong.
well, it was strong actually. You were quite strong.
Adopted or kidnapped?
No, you knob jockey.
I think
Right.
I think legally the word is kidnapped,
Okay.
but Murdoc says adopted, but
No.
his version of adopted is
No.
definitely not safe
Mr. J-
for
Mi-
children.
Mr. Excuse
Murdoc,
me.
yes.
Mr. Jam.
Yes, sir.
My colleague here has been sort of, exaggerating the whole thing. He begged me to take him on. It's a charity thing, really.
Well, however
ran me
it
over in his
started,
car.
it's
Okay,
working, and it
okay.
has worked for a number of years.
The man's trying to ask us
I am.
questions.
I've got
Sorry.
questions to get through. So little time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We do get sidetracks.
I
Yes.
understand. That's my
Okay,
job.
Mr.
My
Jack.
job is to try and lead us through this. So
Yeah, you're
doing
doing brilliantly.
He's
Actually,
doing great.
he's doing
He's
really
doing
well.
great.
I think he's going really well, don't you?
I think no.
let me ask my next
I think
question,
he's
fellas. Come on,
excellent.
calm
Yeah.
down. Calm down.
Sorry.
Because
Calm,
people want to
calm.
hear about the music, and it's been 7 years since your last album.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
What have you been up to since that time?
Oh well, I'll just tell him to.
Yeah?
see what
Okay.
happened. Well, Mr. Jam, you see what happened? I was actually I got a little bit of trouble over a breach of contract thing. I was hanging out on Plastic Beach. And the record company, they banged me up. They banged me up. I did 9 Moon in a high security jail underneath Abbey Road Studios. No, it was hell. It was absolute hell. Mind you, I got to know a few interesting people in there.
Okay.
And the best bit of advice I got there, Mr. Jam, you do well. You do well to take this on board.
Okay, I'm listening.
You do well to take this. When you get put down, always what I was told was get your nut down and do your bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your nut down, do your bird.
It means put down in prison, not in a veterinary way.
No, I get that, Teddy. That's fine.
That's very true.
I
No,
speak
so
Murdoc. It's
I
fine.
hope you don't get put down.
Oh no, I'm not suggesting you would. But if you ever do, just remember that,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So
Anyway,
look,
what happened?
You guys got back into the studio. How did it feel getting back into the studio again? It must have been weird.
Well, I've got to say it was emotional
Yeah.
for them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite emotional for us.
Well, just to be in my presence again.
Fear was one of the biggest emotions, and
Yeah.
frustration,
Fear's something that you always generally feel.
emasculation was another one.
Say that word again.
Emasculation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Weird conditions to make a great album, but the album is great.
We went everywhere.
Thank you.
We went everywhere to make it, though,
Okay.
Mr. Jam, didn't we?
Yeah,
We go to a lot of
all over
places.
the place.
Whereabouts?
Well, the only place we didn't actually go...
Tooting.
Was it Tooting?
Tooting, yeah, we didn't go there.
Tooting
Go
in
to
South
Tooting.
London.
Oh, yeah, and we didn't go to Spalding in Lincolnshire.
Okay.
No, we
either,
didn't go
but
there
we
either.
did go to Old Chi. Went to Old Chi and
Frome
and
in
New
Somerset.
Amsterdam, which is called New York now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where else did we go? We went to...
We spent a lot of time in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn.
Yeah, we like it
New
there.
York City, a good place to record.
Home of
Yeah,
the
great.
old, Brooklyn
Great place to
Dodgers.
record.
I mean,
Paris.
Paris.
you
Yeah, we
also
like it there.
not only did you do a lot of travelling, but you've also got some amazing guests on the album.
Oh, yeah,
let
we've
me tell
got such good people on our album. We're so lucky, man.
How did you go about rounding them all up? Was it all?
Oh,
kidnapped?
sorry.
Well, you better ask Murdoc about that because a lot of them again were taken against their will.
No, they weren't. I mean,
There were blow darts involved and things.
Tranquilizer guns.
Yeah, I mean they do work though,
they were
don't they?
queuing up. They were queuing up. To be honest, let's be honest. You know,
Yeah.
who wouldn't be?
They were throwing up as well.
no, and
Some of them were throwing
Some
up.
of them were throwing up.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
studio twice.
But we had. Tell them about some of the interesting people we got on the album.
Grace Jones is on
Mavis-
the album.
Grace.
Yeah,
oh,
she
let me
came
tell you.
in. She
oh,
came
mate.
to see us.
Mate. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Grace Jones. Oh, she's a lovely lady.
Kindred spirits, you must be. You and Grace Jones, Murdoc.
Well, I tell you what happened. After we'd done our studio sessions, we had a little chat about love. You see, not me and her. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Are you trying to say that Grace Jones loves you?
Well, I think she had a little. Well, there was a twinkle in her eye, you know, when she looked at me. I think it was.
I think her eyes were actually crossed. I think she was because you were going on about. Anyway, don't worry. Sorry. Yeah, we got loads of good people in the album. Anyway, yeah.
And then, no, she was talking to me about if I want to find love, I've got to put my hook in deep into the ocean and pull out a big fish. And she said if she was in the ocean, if I tried to pull her out, she'd drag me in.
Oh.
And I laughed. I thought that was very funny.
That's
But,
quite heavy flirting by Grace Jones
Do
standards.
you think it was?
She's a very flirtatious woman, but I mean that in like a really good way.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
She
Very,
came up to me and I thought she was going to say something quite sort of scary, but she said, "Can you hold my coat for me?" And I had 2 cups of orange juice in my hand, and I said, "I can't because I've got two cups of orange juice in my hand." And then she just started hitting me with her handbag.
You must have deserved it too, Dee. Grace Jones does not dish that kind of stuff out unless you deserve it.
It's my own fault. I should have known in my mind. I
put the orange juice down.
should have put the orange juice down and just took her coat for her. That was really sort of short-sighted of me, really.
Who else have you got on the album? Any stories from recording
Wow.
you want to share?
Oh well, we've got a brilliant actor called Ben Mendelsohn. He narrates the whole album for us.
How did that
And,
come about?
Well, actually, I think Murdoc went and found him on the set of Bloodline, and which was a really good series.
Oh,
that he
yeah,
was doing.
that's right, yeah.
And
I made him come into the fray, didn't
yeah,
I?
I wonder where that was going then.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah.
yeah.
Know what you mean?
And he pulled him off. He pulled him off his Winnebago. He pulled him off his Winnebago, and then
what?
put him into the taxi with us, and then we brought him to the studio.
And is there
you-
kind
I
of a
thought-
celestial theme to the whole thing? Because you've got, we've got Andromeda, you've got Saturn's
Well,
bars, you've got Ben
yes.
doing all the narration.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is a little bit.
You could
There is a
say
little
that.
bit.
There is, but it's not all about that, It's multifarious.
Okay.
In so many ways. I'm going to go away and look that up later. I just thought it was being nice.
It's a
Well,
good
you were-
word.
Well, you were quite impressed, weren't you?
I was very.
You were.
I don't know what it means,
Well,
but it
Mr.
sounded
Jam,
good.
you were.
Can I ask you what song you liked on the album?
Which song that
Mr.
I
Jam.
liked, personally?
Oh yeah, good question.
I
too,
really, really like Saturn's bars.
Yeah, we like that. The Irish one.
No, the one with popcorn.
Yeah, but this
Well,
is
no,
Irish though, isn't it?
No, it's kind of a little bit more reggae vibes, hip hop.
Oh,
kind of-
Oh yeah, there's a lot of reggae in it, but I think
Murdoc
he spent
doesn't
some
even know
time in
what's on the
Cork.
album.
He spent some
Who,
time
me?
in
I,
Cork.
listen, I resemble that statement. Did you hear
I'm
that?
joking. I'm joking.
Actually, no, I don't. But they just put it together. No, that Irish one, the Satin Bars.
We call it.
Tell them about
It's
that.
our nickname is we call it the Irish one because he goes, "Oh my life,"
Ah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
you
is
see.
Jamaican, not
Oh, is it?
Irish.
Oh right.
But it's all good. It's fine.
But it's all related as well.
It is.
Small
It
town in
comes from
Jamaica
West
called
Country,
Colcannon.
I guess,
They,
and-
they say tree in both Jamaica and Ireland, so it works. It's all
Oh right.
I think it's
okay.
we're all connected,
We are.
Mr. Jam, in the end,
We are.
ultimately. Throughout. But there's so many good tracks on there. Big Ben, right? Big Ben. I can't
Oh, yeah, we
talk
like
about Big Ben. Big Benjamin Clementine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
on
We love-
Hallelujah Money.
Hallelujah money. Lovely big fella.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a lovely big fella. No,
He's a nice guy.
He's got the voice of a. I mean, his voice is just all mellifluous.
Yeah,
Another really
mellifluous.
good word, Murdoc. You coming out with today?
He's oh yeah, Benjamin Clementine's voice is really mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a lovely big fella. And,
But you put
it's
it
good
out
to
on
have
the
him
eve of Donald Trump's inauguration. Were you trying to make a statement with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you say Donald Trump because he gets all panicky when you say things like that.
Wait, Donald, what happened to Donald? Is he in? Is he in?
No, he's not
Is
coming.
He in?
He's not.
Is
You're all
he
right.
in?
You're all right. You're all right.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you say things because he gets upset.
Mr. Jam, really, we had no idea that was going to pan out the way it did, but, you know, it did. So...
You have to be careful with Murdoc because that's one of the things you have to use sounds to tranquilise him. You see, like when he gets into this state, you can see he's very fidgety. You have to just.
I'm not too sure what it is that you're doing, 2D, but it seems to be working. So, listen.
You're all right, Murdoc.
What happened?
You're all right. You went a little sleep there, mate.
We
You
won't
went and nodded
mention the
off.
name again. It's fine. It's all good.
He went into a little wing there. You say a little kip, mate. You're all right. Come back now. You're all right.
Dreamer.
Look, listen to Mr. Jam. He's telling
Oh,
you.
Mr.
asking
Jam,
questions
sorry.
now.
I went off there, Mr. Jam.
Go
I
on,
was
Mr.
dreaming
Mr.
about
Jam.
all
That's
this.
all right. You were panicked a
in a
little bit
phone box.
beforehand. I think it was one of my questions. So
Yeah, don't say it
Mentioned
again. We
the
don't want to
T
go there
word.
again. Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Go on. What were you saying?
Yes, mate. Oh, sorry,
one
mate.
second, please. Let me just grab this. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Who this?
It's Jam.
Who this?
It's Jam. You rung
Oh,
us.
Jam. Yeah.
Who's this?
It's
Russ.
This Russ.
Russell, yeah.
Russell.
Russ.
Yeah, man.
Right, Russ.
Yeah, I'm
Russell,
good,
how
man.
you
I'm
doing,
good.
man? You
I'm
good?
kind of tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just here with 2D and Murdoc. We're talking about the album. They don't really seem to know that much about
They
the
don't know
guests
about
and the
nothing.
music.
Those two boneheads.
What do you mean?
We know loads about the
Oh,
album.
no, Mr. Jam.
We know
He's
more than
coming
him.
here.
We don't know anything about the
I
album.
ain't over there.
Please
I'm
stop
over
fighting,
here.
guys. So, Russell, listen, I want to talk to you
Russell,
about
you
some
call
of the
me
guests.
Russell?
No, Russell.
You just call me Russell.
I called you Russell.
Don't be calling
It's my
me Russell.
Nottingham accent. I'm sorry.
Russell, leave him. Russell,
I'm
leave
He's
him.
funny.
Leave it.
Talk to me about some of the guests that you've got on this album, Russell.
Yeah, Danny Brown.
Yeah.
Well, I got to him through my spectrum, my sonic stargate. That's how I got hold of him.
Okay.
And, sometimes it go up, wide, sideways. And when I press the button, I beam him down.
Nice.
You know. And then we do our thing, and I beam him back up. Actually, a couple of them were delivered by drone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got a pickup drone.
That new guest artist delivery service that they're advertising.
That sound a little sarcastic, Jam.
I'm not being
That sounded
sarcastic.
a little
Listen,
sarcastic
no,
from
no,
me.
no, no, no sarcasm at all.
Russ,
You
he
don't-
hasn't been sarcastic at all, mate. Don't. He's been
Aye.
quite straight down the line, mate.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I-
I'm
Yeah,
down the line.
it's all right, right? And Mr. James, all right.
Russ.
You can be cool
Russ.
with him.
Yeah,
mate.
look, I'm just a fan. I just wanted to try and find out a little bit more about
Right.
the creative
Shoot.
process.
Shoot.
I mean, look, we've got Russell on the phone. We've got
Yeah.
2D. We've got Murdoc live with us.
It's all good.
You always seem to collaborate with amazing people on your projects. Is it not just enough to have you four amazing guys in the studio together? Why do you always choose collaborators?
Because, we're trying to bring in people that have affected the world recent to whenever we bring out the album, you dig?
I dig that.
So we're trying to make the shit contemporary.
He's got a point.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that does make
Yes.
sense. That does
Yeah,
make sense.
what he said is what
We
you
had a
agree with
problem, Russell. You better tell him about the problem we had with Remy, the producer.
All right, yeah. Well, me
decide
and
to,
Jam get on, so, a lot of people have been influences on us, so we try to bring them into the circle and make the whole thing round, put the hole in the donut, as I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Music
Yeah,
is
the
a good
hole
choice.
in the
that. Hole in the donut, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there an echo in there?
Yeah,
Say that again?
Is there an echo over there? Because are those two boneheads repeating what I say?
yeah, well, we're just agreeing with you. It's
Hey,
all right.
Russell.
You put the hole in the donut, is
Man,
that right?
you left me in Brooklyn. I got,
Well,
tw-
I
I got,
didn't leave you.
I got 22 people, 22,000 people
Russell,
outside this house.
you don't
No,
need
no,
the
yeah,
22
you-
people. It is all good. This is
puts-
all
he
love.
puts the
It's
rabbit
all
in Sainsbury's.
positive.
Hey,
Sorry.
we never left him.
Sorry, man. I just...
You're tired, Russell.
Yeah,
you're tired.
I've
You're
been
tired.
wrestling with
You
the...
sound jet lagged, Russ. Go and chill,
Go
man.
and
Have
have
a
I'm
ball.
good, man. I'm good. Yeah.
Get
I
your
need
nut
to go.
down.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
go
Russell.
get some
Thank you
sleep.
very
All
much.
right, mate.
All
Thanks.
right, he's all
I'll
right.
see you.
All right, Russ.
No,
He'll
peace
be
out.
fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, so
Have you got that 4p?
for what the
Well, I get.
no.
Is everything all right, guys? All good?
That's all right. I lent him
No,
4p
it's-
6 years
yeah.
ago, and he still asks me for it.
It was 12 years ago. 4p.
Well, listen,
It's not an
very
issue.
soon we're going to be getting into some fan questions because a lot of people have been getting in touch and sending in their questions that it is that they want you to answer.
Nice.
I want to go back on the kind of the choice for where you chose to record. Does anywhere that you actually specifically went influence the sound of the album at all?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Do you really? I think they all do in their own way, don't they?
Unless they haven't got a roof, that affects the sound as well, because
Yeah.
Quite
acoustically
literally.
it's not ideal.
You know, well, New York obviously has got, all the hooters and everything, but we got rid of them, didn't we?
That's right.
We got rid of them.
And
the hooters,
Chicago,
police sirens.
we had some good sounds in Chicago as well. Yeah.
Chicago's good, and
Good for
I mean-
sounds.
Paris.
Listen, the thing about you guys that I've always loved, and literally since day one, is the relationship between technology and Gorillaz. How has this changed over the years?
Oh, it's changed in many ways. Right, what do you think, 2D, to begin with, mate?
Well,
how has it changed? It's got longer, hasn't
Smartphones. We never had smartphones when we first started out, and now we do. Any other technology things that have happened?
Crisps have changed slightly.
Crisps are totally different now
They
to
are.
how they were.
Yeah.
It's
They
much
can be
more
fatter now, crisps.
fatter,
They're fatter,
more
for one
selection.
thing.
I do love a crisp.
I love a
Yeah.
crisp as well. Do you like a sort of a crinkly one?
I'm much more.
He
of
loves a
smooth guy.
crinkly one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, prefer
yeah.
it smooth.
Yeah.
But I mean, talking about the tech landscape, it must have changed dramatically since you guys first started.
Oh, wow,
How have you
long
taken
got?
advantage of it? In 2017.
Well, I mean,
Well, how do you do that,
I think taking advantage of sounds is something that we've become quite good at over the years, and especially Murdoc, where he manages to sort of sample kinds of different sounds, and with our producers as well, they sample some good sounds and tweak it ever so slightly, and we've got a lot of electronica sounds on this album as well, which we think sound pretty cool actually.
But not just the music, but also the kind of the world that you live in. At the moment, you're in our world,
it's
but the world that you live in.
changed,
Talk to me
the
about
world
this
is
new
changed.
Lens app, Murdoc. What's this about?
The new one?
Lens app that got launched today.
Oh, the new Lens app.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lens app. Basically, we got this Lens app with Telecom, and
Telecom, our
anything
friends.
that's like Magenta, you can hold the app, the Gorillaz app, over the Magenta,
you sort
and
of
you
go-
can go into our world, and you can see in our world.
Yeah.
And it's nicer than Murdoc's world. It's more like my world, which is a little bit more user friendly. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Oh, God, it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Well,
harsh.
it's your
Listen,
world is
guys,
not loser
Go
friendly.
anywhere you
Loser
like.
friendly.
Please stop
Yours is
fighting. You
loser
haven't got
friendly.
that much time
Sorry.
left.
We haven't started yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're going to move on to the fan questions. So many of you have been getting in touch. So many of you have literally been sending in your fan questions. We've got a few to
nice.
go through, and I'm going to direct them directly, at the person that they're asking the questions to.
Oh, go on.
So Moira from Poland wants to know, Murdoc, who's your favourite writer and why?
Easy. Bob Kerouac.
Who's he?
He's a distant relation of Jack.
Okay.
And he wrote a book called By the Side of the Road. Jack Kerouac wrote a wonderful book called On the Road, which is good.
Yes.
It's good. I'll give you that. It's good. But Bob Kerouac is better. Oh, let me tell you, Mr. Jam. His literature, it literally moves you when you read it, and also has lots of pictures.
Which is always good. It always
I
helps.
love
It's
pictures.
handy. He likes
Go
that.
on,
Yeah, he
go
likes
on,
all
mate.
that
You're a
stuff.
very visual
So,
man. You're a very visual
I
man.
am mostly visual.
Yeah.
Mostly visual.
Absolutely.
Me.
2D, Lucy from Croatia wants to know what is a skill that you'd like to learn?
Oh, well, that's a good question, actually. Thank you for that great question. One of the skills I've always wanted to hone is that of thatching.
Thatching.
I've always wanted to do thatching like they do on old cottages, because they vary from county to county.
Thatch, don't you, 2D?
Well, in particular,
Which one's your
Murdoc,
favourite?
I like the West Sussex thatch.
Yeah, see.
It
Because
is
it's
a very
different.
nice thatch.
You know-
Shape's different.
You're au fait with all that, aren't you, Mr. Jam?
I am indeed. I do love a little thatch.
Do you like a Nottingham thatch?
A Nottingham thatch, I think it's probably a little bit more like me, rough and ready, but I do really like, a bit of thatching.
We've seen some very rough thatches in Nottingham, actually.
Oh.
We've seen some really all over the place, all hanging out and all sorts in Nottingham, the thatch.
And the good thing is, 2D, is that, you will then have a trade, so if this ever dries up, then you can go thatching.
Exactly.
Good
And-
point.
Or in between albums, I can just
point.
do a bit of gentle, like
Gentle thatching.
thatching.
Yeah,
thatch,
here and there.
pull of.
It's a very gentle thing to do, really. It's quite therapeutic, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
quite therapeutic.
it's not easy. Yeah.
So Desiree from Canada wants to know, Murdoc, what was it
Yeah.
like being in the bath? A lot of people are asking, and a lot of people talking about the bath. What are your thoughts on it becoming a meme?
Oh well, I always thought it would be a meme eventually. As I was stepping into the bath, I thought this is gonna be a meme, and I didn't care. I just carried on anyway because it didn't put me off. The bath itself was very womb-like when I got in, like baths are, and I can't tell you, it transported me literally. Well, just everywhere. There isn't enough time for me to tell you where I went in that bath. So there you go.
Well, either way, it's a very, very big story with the fans. They love the
Oh,
bath.
they love it. I don't know, what is that about? Why they love the bath thing? Was it me getting my gear?
Moving swiftly on,
Spoil sport.
Corinne from Arizona wants to know, and either of you can answer this, where's Cyborg Noodle? Any ideas on her location?
I keep asking, where is 2D?
She texted me the other day, and she said that she's in Lincolnshire. she's bought a new bike, so she's gone to Boston in Lincolnshire to try a new bike because it's very flat.
That's a good idea.
And she can get used to all the gears and stuff. So she's over there.
Excuse me. Oh, just having a little.
A lot of very flat land in there.
Oh, Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire,
It's the
yeah.
Fens, isn't it? It's the Fens, really.
Yeah, it's the Fens. Yeah.
You meet some interesting people out there, so
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's why she's gone.
Very true.
Actually, apparently. That's what 2D says.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
She'll
soon.
be back.
She'll be back?
When we do our live stuff, she's come back to jam with us again.
Oh, yeah,
So
right
cool.
on, mate. Yeah, right on.
On the bike.
I've got another question for you.
oh, yes.
Braden from Cerny in France want to know what happened to the 2000 Jeep.
Ah, right. Well, that got sort of sold on eBay, I think, to a gentleman in Germany. And I'm going to go and retrieve it because I love that vehicle.
Who sold it?
Who sold it?
Was it the record company?
Well, I think so. I think they were a bit short.
Okay.
And they thought, well, let's offload it. Let's offload it. It's a decent motor. And,
You all right?
yeah.
I just got.
Were you making...
No, I had a pain in my arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. Don't worry. Carry
I
on.
think it was, yes. Yeah. No, I'm going to go and get it. I love that. If I find who actually sold it, I'm probably going to hit them quite hard.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
Just because it just wouldn't be nice.
Is-
And you've got a new album to promote, and you don't want to be put
That's
inside
true.
again.
That's true. I don't want to get banged up again.
Yeah.
23-hour bang up. Oh no, I don't want that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll
No,
be straight
that
back
Jeep,
there, won't you?
that Jeep is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We will get it back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I tell you, if I find who sold it, I will. Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. It's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry, I got a bit
It happens. It happens to all of us at the best of times.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sugar Woozy on Twitter. Real name on Twitter.
Made up.
That's her real name.
Does Murdoc
Popular
know
Poland.
how to twerk? Sugar Woozy wants to know for science reasons.
Do I know how to twerk? Have you, 2D? Did you hear that? Do I know how to twerk?
He does know.
No.
Oh.
What is it? I had one on my arm once. I think I squashed it.
Twerk is a kind of a dance.
Oh, I know. I'm
dance,
down with the
yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there at the vanguard of that, you know, right at the forefront of twerking. And I let the other people sort of take over, you know. But it's an interesting phenomenon, isn't it, 2D? What is it?
I always thought it was Liverpudlian for going to work. I'm going to work.
I see what you did
Go
there.
on, twerk.
I see what you did there. I like that one.
Yeah.
You see, yeah.
That's fine. I just thought it was.
Jordan Powers has been in touch as well.
Yes,
He
yes.
wants to know from both of you, what are each of your life mottos?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, I'd say live it.
yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
a
Don't
very
think
good one.
about it. Live it. Yeah.
2D?
Yeah.
It'll be all right in the end, and if it's not all right, it's not the end.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
Very inspirational.
Wow,
right,
that's
man.
blown me away.
Ooh.
Let's move on with the questions.
Mind blown.
Literally, that is the sound of mine being blown. Lana from Pittsburgh's got one
I'll
for
leave
you,
you that
2D.
Oh, yes, Lana from Pittsburgh.
I believe she's Pittsburgh. She wants to
Cool
know,
city.
2D, where are your mom genes from? I don't know what she
My
means by
mum jeans.
that.
My mom jeans are actually they're early Simon Cowell prototype, like very high waisted, and these are popular with him in the old days when he could fit into them, and he used to give out the buns where he worked, and then he started eating the buns, and then he couldn't get in the trousers anymore, and so he gave them to me. So I lucked out really. They're Simon's hand-me-downs, hand-me trousers.
Well,
And he looks cool.
he does. He does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doesn't he?
I mean, the pair
He
of
does
you
look cool,
really
man.
good. You look really, really
Who
good.
looks the coolest?
Me.
Not you, Mr.
No,
Chad.
I do like his bins though. I think he's got. You look like a sort of Marvel superhero. You've got a superhero vibe going on.
Unfortunately, it's just poor eyesight, I'm afraid.
Well, you
But no
see.
superpowers then.
No,
You
no.
I never mind.
Just questions and
Yeah,
questions. And
so
speaking of
Super
questions,
questions.
Nefeli in Greece wants to know what's been the happiest moment of your lives so far.
Ooh.
Deep, nice and deep and meaningful.
I think it was when my trousers exploded
Okay.
in real
Right.
on a holiday. It's
Okay.
not as bad as it sounds. Anyway, no, only joking. No, best moment of my life, really, was when I met 2D.
Do you mean that?
No.
Oh.
2D. Anything from you?
Well, I have very few memories of my life because of the various accidents that I've had.
Oh, don't talk
But
about the accident.
I don't tend to remember an awful lot of what happens over a sort of past a week. So, but last week was really good week, I think.
Good. Good. Well, listen,
Yeah.
I have one more question,
Oh, go on.
and then we have to wrap up.
man.
This has actually been voted for by the users of YouTube as a question for us to ask you.
Yeah.
Very simply, will there be more music?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, for
That is the one thing that we can only be certain of is that all the time that there is a head on our necks, then there'll always be music,
Brilliant.
right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's an endless supply, really. I mean, there will be more to come. There will be more to come.
We're not going to stop until they tell us to.
And even if
And even then, no, you're
And even
quite
then,
right.
we'll
He got
still
there
make
first.
music.
He got there first. But even then, I'm not going to stop. Oh, I wish I'd said that.
I mean, to be honest, I would expect nothing less from you guys.
Oh, Mr. Joe.
It's all we really know how to do. So all the time we're alive, we have to make music because we can't. We're not actually qualified to do
Not
anything
really,
else.
no, I
You
couldn't
see.
do any other job apart from working in a library.
But I will definitely give thatching a go.
Definitely, it's a really good
That's
idea.
your thing, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So listen,
I
Murdoc,
wish you the best.
2D, thank you so much for your time. Really
Oh,
appreciate
you're welcome.
it.
No, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And love.
Good luck, Mr. Jam.
Thank you, 2D,
Don't
Murdoc.
spread yourself too thin.
I won't,
Just
I won't.
Try and,
All right,
just
man.
try and bring it back a little.
Thank you so much for watching. This has been In Conversation with Gorillaz. I've been Mr. Jam. Thank you so much to the Telecom Beats crew, and thank you to the YouTube studio here in London.
I am the ghost. Provocative. That's what I want.
So cha, everything is so to get it. I just don't know where I'm getting it from. Cha, what is the cause of it? And when in the case, then do you know that you're wrong? Cha, what do you say now? Don't you get deep as the fire is grown and ever? Cha, what did you do in it? I got you racing up my British cha. Cha, cha. Cha cha cha.